Okay, everybody, welcome back to Paper Mario. We're back on the file select screen, but we'll be back in the game soon enough. This time, we're gonna start with a couple more things around Toad Town here. Most of which, to be honest, I'll probably cut. It's just some last minute things to take care of, just in case. But there's a couple things to show off. First of all, I showed this guy off at the end, for the sake of his story that he knew about. This guy is Rusty, and he'll tell you plenty of information about the game. Like the controls. And this introduces something I should have talked about sooner. I might have, I'm not sure. But you press the Z button, you can do this sort of spinning sort of thing to let you move quicker across the world. It's a nice thing to use, and you'll probably use it like all the time, similar to like that one weird technique from Banjo-Kazooie. Actually, it's probably closer to like a Mario game where you do that long jump all the time, just to get to places quicker. Anyway, this guy has just plenty of information about the game. I'm just skipping through it for the sake of going through all of it. He has more throughout the game every time you complete a major chapter. Huh. That's a very interesting thing to keep in mind. Eventually he repeats himself, and I'm back. Yeah, he says a lot of things. Probably too much. Stuff that I can explain when we get to certain things in the game. Well, anyway, I think it's about time we move on from here. We have a star spare to get after all. Okay, finally, here we go. It's Chapter 1, Storming Koopa Bros Fortress. I love the chapter intros to this, by the way. Yeah, all the chapter intro screens do this. Wait long enough, you get the Super Mario Bros. Thing. Anyway, this is where the fun of the game starts to really begin. And here's Goombario here to tell us more information. Simple information. Anyway, finally, a Koopa Troopa. The definitive Mario enemy. What am I doing? I forgot for a second how to switch characters. Max HP 4, attack 1, defense 1. So yeah, they do have defense, which means if you try to do an attack that does 1, it won't work, but if you do one that does 2, it'll do 1 damage. You just subtract the defense from your attack, basically. Very simple. But since he's knocked over, his defense becomes 0. The main way to get him on his back is to jump on him, or do Goombario's head bonk or anything similar to that. Though there are other ways. Anyway, I do a power jump just to finish him off quickly. That's that. Now, beside this point, might as well use that Goom Nut. Gives us some FP. Not a lot. But it is appreciated. Ah yes, the power Goombas that I never tackled. How foolish. Maybe I should do that now. Thankfully, this chapter does have a lot of Goombas, so you do get a second chance for that. Though that doesn't happen often. There aren't any Chapter 1 enemies in Chapter 2, let's just say. Not that I remember, at least. Anyway, we can cut to the end of this. Here's the end of that. 4 more star pieces for us. We're already at 31 star pieces. Only, like, 69 to get. Yeah, it's 69 to get. Before we level up. I know what you're thinking when I said that number. Shut up. Get your head out of the gutter. Oh, now we can throw a hammer throw. It's just a hammer, except it can hit flying enemies. It can be useful, though I won't be using it that much, though. Because normally, jumping, it works the same way. Or it works well enough, at least. Anyway, we got the Dizzy Attack badge. This badge is pretty useful, though I don't use it soon. It basically, that spinning thing I told you about earlier, where you press Z to spin around and move quicker. If you have that equipped, when you spin into enemies, it can make them dizzy. For a first strike. We also got a POW block from this block. POW block can be very useful in this chapter. Yeah, I decided to show it here. POW block does 2 damage to all enemies, and it knocks over any Koopa Troopas. That wasn't the best use because one of them was already, knocked over. But I decided why not. Just finish him off with a hammer, and it's no issue. For newbies, this part might be a little annoying, especially if you're not gotten used to, timed hits or whatever. But for me, it's still pretty easy. Anyway, got that bridge, and by the way, I love the art design of this game. Even ignoring the fact they use lots of sprites, which is good because N64 3D graphics haven't aged well, usually. But I love all the backdrops, I love all the 3D models in the game. And there's a lot of stuff, especially when you enter buildings, it's just like a pop-up book. And it just looks really cool. And nothing can beat good sprite work. On N64, they got a lot of work to make some really good-looking sprites. Although, admittedly, they look even better in the sequels to this game. That's a star piece, but we can't really get that. There's water in the way, and we can't jump that. But behind here, found a Sleepy Sheep. Sleepy Sheep can be really useful, though I don't think I use them as soon as possible or anything. Anyway, I'll skip this battle. Cut. You gotta cut this battle. Wait. Oh. I do show off the Sleepy Sheep this early. Okay. So yeah. Cause all the enemies to fall asleep for 3 turns. This is really useful. Though it's not guaranteed to work, especially on later enemies. It seems to work best when enemies don't have any defense. At least in my experience. So yeah, this battle's really easy now. But Goombaro can't do anything about Spike Goomba, so I just have to finish him off with another hammer attack. Simple enough. I mean, this game is not the most complicated RPG. It's just nice and fun. Though you can get some decent tactics, especially if you try to be clever. That was weird. That was weird. I didn't even remember that happening. So anyway, Koopa Bros Fortress that way, but we were told by Merlin to head to Koopa Village at some point. So we'll probably go there next. But first of all, you might have noticed this weird guy. Rusty kind of explained him. He's looking at us. What are you? What? What are you, sir? Hello? Yeah, spin around. He'll look at you, and he throws out hearts. I am deeply confused by this right now. I'm always confused by this, but I love it. Yay, he's my best friend. Just throwing out hearts. How can I not love that guy? Look at him. Bye, Mario. See you later. This game is kind of silly. Oh, blocks. Let's see if we hit them out. Oh. Well, that was pointless. Oh well. Hey guys, Koopas. Yes, that's Mario, alright. How can he assist? Fuzzies. Oh yeah, those guys from Mario World. Oh no, he stole his shell. What jerks. Screw you guys, I'm out of here. Bye. Okay, let's try to get this right this time. Right, up, yep. That's another thing Rusty told you about. And that gives you attack FX badge B. That literally just changes the sound effects from your hammer attack and your jump in battle. Though your jump in the overworld is the same. That's not annoying at all. When recording this commentary, I don't know if I should permanently keep these attack FX things. They cost no BP, but, you know. Anyway, we got that Fuzzy really easily, and he just gave the shell back. No battle, you just have to hit these guys. So as we rest, you can notice more of that cool pop-up book effect. A very simple, effect, which is good because that means they don't have to make something really complicated for, N64 power. N64 cannot handle Wind Waker graphics, let's just say. So it's good that they picked a style like this. I mean, I love N64 games, but not all of it has aged well. Graphically, at least. Anyway, these bushes have some things. One of them gives you a dry mushroom, which is literally just a mushroom that gives you 1 HP. It's basically useless and a joke item. But to hit that block, we'll just give that guy his shell as well. These fuzzies just jumping around for no reason. Don't give back the shells to people. But they'll just give you a coin, and they're just annoying here, so I hit them anyway. Stupid guys. Anyway, here's a Koopa Leaf, gives us 3 FP. Decent little item, I suppose. Items like that actually respond when they're in bushes, so it's a good thing to keep in mind. And then with the way we hit that tree, we got another shell back for these guys. I think technically you don't have to get the shells back for most of these guys. It's just nice to do. And I want to show everything. Well, this guy got lucky. He's just relaxing in his summer home. Yeah, good point. Probably stay to your home if you don't want to get attacked by these weird creatures. Anyway, here's some pop bombs. I talk about the problems they've had working at Koopa Bros. Fortress. Apparently pretty bad work conditions. Poor guys. They're the most sympathetic bombs you'll ever meet. I do like the music here, but to change the channel, Golden oldies. This music is actually a redone version of the Mario World credits music, which is awesome. I love like random musical things like this, and there's even more to come. Anyway, yeah, found a Koopa village, found out all the problems with it. We'll continue helping these Koopa Troopas next time.